In this lesson, we are going to add some code to deal with the case where there are no jobs to show, and this is known as an empty state. And to show you what this looks like at the moment, I can log out, and then I can sign back in anonymously, and by doing this, I'm creating a new user that has no jobs. And as we can see, we are presented with a blank page. Now, this is not a very good experience for our users, so let's make this better. And what I'm going to suggest is that we create a new Dart file called empty content, like this. And here I can create a stateless widget, which is also called empty content, like this. And then I'm going to add a final string title and a final string message. And I'm going to add a constructor for this argument, like this. And then I'd like to add some default values for these arguments. So for the title, I can add a default value that says nothing here, for example. And for the message, I can say add a new item to get started. And then in the build method, I can return a column like this. And for the children, I can add two text widgets. So the first can be a text with a title as the actual text, and then I can add a style with a text style with a font size of 32 and a color of colors.black 54, for example, which is a shade of black. And then I can copy paste these lines to create a second text widget with the message, and I can change the font size to 16 in this case. And now I can get back to the jobs page, and down in the code that creates the list, I can add a condition here that says if jobs.is not empty, then we can create the list view like this. Otherwise, I can return an empty content widget, which I need to import as well. And now that I've made this change, I can hot reload, and I can see that some text appears over here. However, I'd like this content to be centered in the middle of the page. So I can get back to the empty content widget, and here in the column arguments, I can add a main axis alignment of main axis alignment dot center. And to center the content horizontally, I could either add a cross-axis alignment property of stretch and set the text widget to center alignment, or I can simply wrap this entire column with a center widget. So this is less code, so we're going for this solution. And now we can hot reload again, and we can see that the content is centered. Okay, so let's continue on the next video.